Indian cinema has lost one of its brightest stars. Yesterday, on October 25th, 2025, veteran actor Satish Shah passed away at the age of 74. For over 5 decades, he brought joy and laughter into millions of homes through his impeccable comic timing, his warm screen presence, and his ability to make even the smallest roles memorable. Today we gather not just to mourn his passing, but to celebrate a life well lived, a career that spanned generations, and a legacy that will continue to make us smile for years to come. This is a tribute to Satish Shah, an actor, a comedian, and a man who proved that laughter truly is the best gift you can give the world.
The news came as a shock to the entire entertainment industry. On Saturday afternoon, Satish Shah's health deteriorated and he was rushed to Hinduja Hospital in Mumbai, where he passed away due to kidney failure. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was among the first to pay tribute, writing on social media, "Deeply saddened by the passing of Shri Satish Shah ji. He will be remembered as a true legend of Indian entertainment. His effortless humor and iconic performances brought laughter into countless lives." The funeral is scheduled for Sunday, October 26th, and already tributes have been pouring in from across the film and television industry. Directors, actors, comedians, everyone who worked with Satish Shah has a story to tell about his kindness, his professionalism, and his incredible talent. He is survived by his wife, Madhu Shah, a designer whom he married in 1972, a love story that lasted over 5 decades and was as beautiful as any he portrayed on screen.
Satish Ravilal Shah was born on June 25, 1951, a proud Kuchi Gujarati from Mandvi. He didn't come from a film family. He created his own path in the world of entertainment through sheer talent and determination. He studied at Xavier's College and later joined the prestigious Film and Television Institute of India, where he honed his craft and developed the skills that would make him one of India's most beloved character actors. What set Satish Shah apart was his versatility. He could play anything: the bumbling father, the eccentric uncle, the loyal friend, the comic relief, or even the occasional villain. But no matter what role he played, he brought authenticity and heart to every performance. His career spanned over 5 decades, during which he worked with virtually every major star in Bollywood, from Amitabh Bachchan to Shah Rukh Khan. From the legendary actors of the 70s and 80s to the current generation of stars. He was a constant presence in Indian entertainment, a familiar face that audiences trusted and loved. But more than just an actor, Satish Shah was a master of comedy. In a country where comedy is often loud and broad, he brought subtlety and intelligence to his humor. His timing was impeccable, his expressions were priceless, and he knew how to find the funny in any situation without ever being crude or offensive.
Let's talk about the roles that made Satish Shah a legend. The characters that will live on in our memories forever. Jaane Bhi Do Yaaro, 1983. This cult classic gave us one of Satish Shah's most memorable performances. In a film full of brilliant comedic moments, he held his own alongside Nasiruddin Shah and Om Puri. The film showcased his ability to do intelligent, satirical comedy that was both funny and socially relevant. Yeh Jo Hai Zindagi, 1984. In this landmark television sitcom, Satish Shah played an incredible 55 different characters across 55 episodes. Think about that. 55 different characters, each with their own personality, mannerisms, and quirks. This showcase of range and versatility established him as a television icon. Hatim Tai, 1990. In this film, he played the role of Nazrul, who was a loyal yet bumbling aide to Jitendra's character in the film. He brought the much-needed comic relief to the film. His expressions and his dialogues made the narrative entertaining for all ages. Sarabhai vs. Sarabhai, 2004-2006. Perhaps his most beloved role, Satish Shah played Indravadan Sarabhai, the lovable, simple father in this sophisticated family sitcom. As the only normal person in a family of eccentrics, he was the heart of the show. His character's relationship with his wife, Maya, his confusion at his son's pretensions, and his genuine love for his family made Indravadan one of the most endearing fathers on television. Kal Ho Naa Ho, 2003. In this Shah Rukh Khan blockbuster, Satish Shah played the endearing Gujarati father whose comic timing provided some of the film's most memorable moments. His Kantaben scenes became iconic, showing how he could steal scenes even in a film full of major stars. Hoon Na, 2004. As the principal in this Farah Khan directorial, Satish Shah brought warmth and humor to what could have been a one-dimensional role. His chemistry with the entire cast, especially the younger actors, showcased his ability to connect with performers of any generation. Om Shanti Om, 2007. Once again working with Farah Khan and Shah Rukh Khan, Satish Shah delivered another memorable performance, proving that even in the most glamorous films, there was always room for his particular brand of authentic, heartfelt comedy. But beyond these famous roles, Satish Shah appeared in hundreds of films and television shows. He was the reliable character actor who elevated every project he touched. Directors knew that if you cast Satish Shah, you are getting quality, professionalism, and a performance that would resonate with audiences.
What made Satish Shah special wasn't just his talent, it was who he was as a person. His love story with his wife Madhu Shah was the stuff of fairy tales. They met at the Sipta Film Festival where Satish experienced love at first sight. But Madhu initially rejected his proposal, not once but twice. Undeterred, Shah proposed a third time, and finally Madhu asked him to meet her parents. 8 months after their engagement, they married in 1972, a union that lasted over 53 years until his passing. Colleagues remember him as generous with his time and knowledge. Actor R. Madhavan wrote a moving tribute. "Thank you for being such a solid wind beneath my wings early on in my career, for constantly believing in me and egging me on. You will be missed so very much." In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Satish Shah himself contracted the virus and was admitted to Lilavati Hospital. He recovered and was discharged after a week, showing the same resilience that had defined his career. In 2015, he was appointed as a member of the Film and Television Institute of India Society, a recognition of his contributions to Indian cinema and his commitment to nurturing new talent. Friends and colleagues describe him as humble despite his success, always ready with a joke or a kind word. He was known for his professionalism, always prepared, always punctual, always giving his best regardless of how big or small the role was. Industry insiders say he was a mentor to younger actors, offering guidance and encouragement. He understood that comedy was serious business, requiring discipline, timing, and an understanding of human nature.
What is Satish Shah's legacy? It's measured not in awards or accolades, though he certainly earned those. It's measured in the smiles he created, the joy he brought into millions of homes, and the standard of excellence he set for character actors in Indian cinema. He proved that you don't need to be the leading man to be a star. He showed that character actors can have just as much impact, if not more, than the heroes and heroines. His performances reminded us that every role matters, every character has a story, and every moment on screen is an opportunity to create something memorable. For aspiring actors, Satish Shah was a role model of longevity and consistency. He worked steadily for 5 decades, never chasing stardom, but simply doing good work, one role at a time. He respected his craft, his collaborators, and his audience. For viewers, he was a source of comfort and joy. In a world that can be harsh and challenging, Satish Shah's characters reminded us to find humor in everyday situations, to not take ourselves too seriously, and to appreciate the simple pleasures of family and friendship. His work in television comedy, particularly in shows like Sarabhai vs. Sarabhai, helped define what Indian sitcoms could be: intelligent, sophisticated, and universally appealing. He showed that comedy doesn't require vulgarity or stereotype. It requires understanding human nature and presenting it with warmth and wit.
The outpouring of grief and love from the entertainment industry has been overwhelming. Filmmaker Karan Johar wrote simply, Om Shanti, 1951 to 2025, with folded hands. A brief but heartfelt tribute to a man who had touched so many lives. Filmmaker Madhur Bhandarkar expressed being shocked by the news, echoing the sentiment felt across the industry. Filmmaker Ashoke Pandit confirmed the sad news and spoke about rushing him to the hospital, highlighting the suddenness of this loss. Social media has been flooded with tributes from fans sharing their favorite moments, clips from their performances, and stories about how his work impacted their lives. It's a testament to how deeply he connected with audiences across generations. Comedians, in particular, have spoken about his influence on Indian comedy, how he elevated the craft, how he showed that clean comedy could be just as effective as anything else, and how his timing and delivery were masterclasses in the art of making people laugh.
Satish Shah lived a remarkable life. From his birth in Mandvi to studying at FTII, from his early days in theatre to becoming one of Indian cinema's most beloved faces, he lived his dream and brought joy to millions along the way. He leaves behind an extraordinary body of work, films, television shows, and performances that will continue to entertain and inspire for generations to come. Every time someone watches Sarabhai vs. Sarabhai, every time Jaane Bhi Do Yaaro is rediscovered by a new audience, every time one of his films plays on television, Satish Shah will live again, making us laugh, making us smile, reminding us of the power of genuine, heartfelt comedy. To his wife Madhu, his family, and his friends, please know that millions of people around the world are mourning with you. Your loss is our loss, but his legacy, the laughter, the joy, the memories, those belong to all of us, and they will never fade. Satish Shah once said in an interview that his goal was simple: to make people happy. By that measure, his life was an unqualified success. He made us happy for 5 decades, and he'll continue to make us happy every time we revisit his work. Rest in peace, Satish Shah. Thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for showing us that kindness, talent, and dedication can create a legacy that transcends time. Om Shanti.